I got two pieces of information for you guys in the community. For those of you guys trying to get people out of jail, and helping the community, has recently got started. So I told you that there's a lot going on with the police themselves. Some of the police are enforcers, so they're supposed to be in like law enforcement. Some of the police are not enforcers, and they try to come into that place to then play with enforcers and do false enforcement. And there's where you get that police officer like, what's that? I was making fun of her accent, like, so the fuck what? It's like this thing. I can't talk too much about that. But something ratchet happened today. You guys know I put this like specific thing on my door that I'm gonna show the cartel, and this is gonna stop something. Period. Hold on. You see now another door that you open. Okay, cool. So now one of the things that I do is like anytime I leave my house, like I have a security like system, and then there's a camera like facing the door. Anytime the door opens or closes, whether that security system is on or off, it tracks it. So what ended up happening is they took my security system and they cloned it in Atlanta. And when I went to go call the company, like, oh, I'm in LA now, they're like, oh, your system is still like operating in Atlanta. It's like still like sending out transmissions and everything from this place because they copied and cloned the entire system. So if front point, if you get front point, even if you don't pay, if you don't use it, it's on an alternate system. There's two databases. So the feds have access to the master one. So there's people that don't even live in that house, but they left like key tags, like the sensors on the door from front point, and it's still tracking and uploading to the system. Right. So my system is different. I just go on the computer and I can show you who opened my door. So what ended up happening was today, I went to the store to go get a new lock. I put this on my door. Yeah, yes, I put this on my door. So no one can come in my door. It doesn't matter. Right. So I have one of these for my door. Yeah. Because Matt Haney. Yeah. So now what ended up happening here was today I went to the store to go get a new lock. And I said, oh, I'm gonna be back. Let me just go to the store, get a new lock. The cartel told me, hey Quinn, we just got all these brand new locks. Just come down and make off. I got one specifically for you because we're not selling these to anybody. Yeah. So they're all the way locked up. And I said, okay, thank you, brother. I said, call, I'm gonna come down there. And I made off. So the cartel lets me know when they get stock or they get something. And then I go and I make off and I go buy, make a purchase. Like, oh, okay, come pick this up. Hey, high priestess, can you come here today? Because I want people to see that you're like here, see that you're real, and shit gets started. Because that's what it means to be a hitter in the cartel and a part of the community. So I called the police. I was like, okay, it was some white bitch in my building and some like weird Asian man that should not be here. You guys heard about a lot of this shit with like Chinese nationalists hacking people's phones and bank accounts and stuff like that. It's being ran from here. It's right here. So what ended up happening was today, because the email that I sent Fani, two people ended up getting charged. Two people ended up getting charged because they found out that one of the people that was playing with the e-file system was one of the people texting her crazy ass shit, and they got charged. So now what's happening here is the police came. It was somebody that I know. I was like, okay, solid, right? This high priest has done a lot behind the scenes. Because when I first met him, I said, are you like, do you need like protection? Are you okay? And he just saw me like in my like Margarita mode. And he said, black women, Spanish in astrology, causing bombs, Madagrazu, drama, and Way Banwa. I don't want any beef with that. That sounds like really ratchet. After talk to Vivi Quinine, yeah, you're playing with like something like from a different dimension. So what he did was handle his business. Nothing. I got a letter in the mail from the police, incident card. And it says here, victim reports incessant harassment from the California Endowment. PIU number 1031097 details court orders and motions for protective orders and a settlement agreement. Claims TCE continues to stalk and harass in the police system. This was in March. How long have they known that we were... Meanwhile, don't talk too much about this. And then I went to the police station again. I was like, okay, let me just go do a police report on this bullshit with the litigation like nonsense. Like, oh, why are you sending me like flash drives, and why are you leaving like... I told you I got my haircut in Kyoto. Leave it alone. He's cool. So so anyway, I said, oh, I went to the police station just to go do like the police report to help people in the hood regarding that nonsense with flash drives being left, checks being left, that Harry Potter flyer with 37 on it, because that's helping a lot of people. 6,000 niggas have gotten out of jail out of the 18,000 who are wrongly incarcerated. 6,000 have gotten out of jail already just by me showing that they're playing with that e-file system. A whole bunch of shit getting like revoked and like clear from the system, like doors just randomly opening. And this is where you get like, oh, he escaped from jail. How did he escape from jail? He didn't escape. He's supposed to be out. Right. So then what ended up happening was I went to go file a police report on like underhanded settlement attempts. They're supposed to be paying me out of court. They're leaving checks, SIM cards, talking about now you can make off, making lists of people that they're going to have killed the next week, trying to implicate me in drama, leaving hard drives filled with chaos and the whole hyphy movement, all their music on it. Please, like, don't get me involved in that. So I just went to go make a police report because it's going to help other people. And it is. So we're actually past 6,000. An accurate count in Zorzai, the Akasha, is 60143. Okay. So we have about 12,000 more to go. But what you're going to show next is going to get all of them out. So the police officer, I'm not going to name him, but long story short, I'm going to show you this so you don't think that I'm the one that wrote this or playing because it's not my handwriting. Right. Okay. Okay. Spoke with citizen, da 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 da. Yeah, and he gave me a police report and la 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 la. But the funny thing is, like, but look at that number though. That number, this one right here, this number, I didn't write this down here. I said, oh, I didn't even notice that. Like when I went to go submit this, I didn't notice that. I was like, oh, what is this? It didn't even like hit me till I got home. Azteca Magic too. She was like, Daisy, just leave, just go about your day because you don't want like there's other people in there watching and I don't want them like starting shit. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I left and I looked at this and I said, oh shit. This number, this number is the federal docket against the end of air Clunkless, Cyborgia, and Hanifi and Asians in the United States of America. It's judges, lawyers, investigators, etc. that came together all at once because they were all investigating at the same time. They just needed me to tell you what's going to end up happening. It's going to end with a bang. All at once, they've gotten every single police car tracked, every single ambulance, every single police bus, the one that takes you back and forth from county to state to federal police to federal jail. They have everyone tracked and they are planning and they are plotting. If I give this number or this card to any police officer and say, you need to go look this docket up in this specific system, oh, that's where their names are. And this is where all of our documents are. All of the restraining orders. A lot of you guys don't know that you have a restraining order on Carnix for starting hella shit with you. A lot of you guys don't know that. Mariah Carey, you have one. Shanice, I love your smile, you have one. Andre 3000, he knows for a fact that he has one because he got it from Fonny. There's several bitches that have no business talking to you. And that's why Brandy, Ghetto None, these hoes will not speak my name online. Kichi, none of them. Remember when I coaxed Kichi, I said, Kichi, come out and put those videos up. That she always like posting like, well, I'm going to monetize this and this and this and that. They won't post anything because they have a federal and international restraining order. Yeah. So when I just mentioned this nonsense with UK, no one moved. It was only like a two or three people that like wanted to go like be messy, and they got fired. They work in like the feds, so it was just sort of get them like rallied up. But no one moved. Not a single person moved. One person like flinched, and a police officer got murdered because this in the UK started so much shit. White police officers and even white bitches, you can't even step by the hood. Gang injunctions. You remember that? Show you right. Remember those gang injunctions? And you was evicting everyone's granny and mama from the jack saying, "Oh, your son is in a gang here. Now you can't live here because you're a danger to the community." Gang injunctions where they're putting restraining orders on niggas from going into their own hood and into their own jacks and into their own like community, saying that they were causing drama. They weren't. You were just letting the wrong niggas stay out of jail on purpose. Okay, but yeah, we were getting good dick back then. Yeah, a prosecutor that got fired from City and County of San Francisco doing too much and playing with Aaron Haney and doing too much and playing in Aaron's phone. So now, wait, well, now actually, fake documents, Clunk Laborgia, anything that I say, a high priest, I was on this street and this street yesterday. Because you guys know I went to John's Supermarket. Yesterday, after I left John's Supermarket, 8th and Oxford, the female that I called the police on, she was with the white man from the hostel. Yeah. Yeah. The one that looks like not the Nephilim, not this one, not the one that's like Canoe Reeves. It's the other one. He looks like I would say like Bill Nye. Like Bill Nye had sex with himself, which is what he did. So, anyways, right? So now, right? Right. So now, wait. But what number is that though? If it's not, because I'm Googling this and it's bringing up something about pharmaceutical companies called Purple. Isn't that the same pharmaceutical company that Gavin used someone to go make? But that's not it. If you change the D for an O or the O for a D, it's another pharmaceutical company with another SEC file. Are you done? So when the police came here, she brought out some fake papers and shit like that. And I was like, yeah, I was just told that I can get some money and da 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 da. And oh yeah, da da da. Remember their acting cues. Remember Russian actress. And I'm told you that I'll be able to do this and do that. And then people have to do this and that. You're getting extradited to Germany. And that's if they don't catch you in the UK first. And Germany wants you first, so you don't tell about clones and what happened to that lady that you took her identity. Good. Now, any of you hoes following me, any of you hoes starting any shit, bitch, I'm all in the cartel. And that's just it. I'm the top hitter in the cartel for a reason. Bitches play with me. By that night, they're getting kidnapped. I thought that was a joke. I just won't say anything else. I won't say anything else. You play with me at your job, it's this one with all the park marks because she plays with Piquite. Thank you. You play with me at your job, or you see me out and about minding my business. You play with me in that virtual reality. You bitch, you nigger, you ape. Yeah, we're doing better and da 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 da. And you're on the street selling agua frescas because you're stealing and starting shit. You're getting fired. Any single nigga that plays with me, or hoe that plays with me, or bitch that plays with me, you're getting jumped, shot at, and hit because what you guys did with these kids are so out of control that it's allowed it. Who? These ones. So go make sure that your name is on this list so that you have like diplomatic immunity. I'm on this list. All the people that like played hella games, everybody's on this list. Oh, I thought that was a joke. You're playing with Castle? That's not a joke. Castle started a big ass war in the 80s. He's like considered like a domestic terrorist. Yeah, you guys really do not know. They're just letting you guys like they're just letting Castle stay out because he brings out all the goofy bitches. Like you saw what happened, right? He brought out Simone. And then it came out who was like targeting like women like early on like 2000 like 8 and 9 and like 11 and 12 and how a bunch of women that were like dancing, not sex work, dancing. Remember like when before like they would do sex work, they'd do like private like dances and stuff like that. Like, oh, a bunch of women went missing, so that stopped. They brought out Simone Telemac. And then her brother Louis got caught up for a bunch of highway shootings. Louis with all the Diley baby mamas. Louis Telemac. Thank you. Then they brought out Juliana, and they brought out who was playing with the Ethiopian community, starting hella shit, and what happened with the Suquamish in Snohomish County, like Laborgia. Then Castle went to go play with another honey bitch, went to go play with Kianya, and it came out who set up the Lazenby brothers in the first place, and now his son got killed by Castle. And then Castle went to go play with Hanifi and it brought all of it down. Every hole that Castle touches, she sets his ass up. They're using these holes to play. And oh, they're spreading all the diseases over there. They're all blacklisted so good. It doesn't like get out of that little circle. And everyone's in here and they know who they are. Yanni and Huey, we have family time, whatever. So let them go out and play games, happy hour, and starting all shit thinking that we're miserable and no one's seeing this shit. And let them like find out about this later. You need to be very fucking careful. Something else came out. Castle went to go play with Brandy. It came out who was starting all shit with Tony Jackson. It came out who was lighting up all of LA in the late like 70s. Like it was like 79, then like 84, like blam, 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 back to back. It all came out who was doing that because Castle had all these like little gremlin bitches into the thick of it, like Backyardigans, like Uniqua. All of them come out. And it all came out about Uniqua too. Yeah, Uniqua. All of that came out about Uniqua and Hanifi and a clone that has like a double apparatus. What happened to your pussy? Oh, I don't know. Getting socked in her face. You guys remember Uniqua? Scarf around the neck, a scarf on the head, a sidekick on the neck, sidekick on the hand, playing with the feds early on. The ugly one who claims up and down that I stole her face. Uniqua. Exactly, and all of that came out playing with Brandy, starting hella shit. You guys really do not know. They are not fucking playing with Castle. They're going to knock him the fuck down for what he started in the 80s. A lot of these grown men, like Mr. Cooper, he's the sheriff of Sacramento County. One of his cousins and a good friend went to jail off that. You had a football scholarship and everything. I just don't know how you were moving cannabis though. It shouldn't be that long. 10 years. Okay, you guys know James, that one high priest, James, like, I'm so sorry. I'm talking about you. You used to work at East Bay Agency for Children. He's a black mental health therapist. You guys know that high priest. He's dark skinned. You know he's in Zorzai. You know for a fact he's Japanese. He had to fight and go back to back with the social work system to get his license. James. Castle set him up. That's how he ended up in jail in the first place. You really don't know. These niggas are on his ass, baby. That's not a joke. And all these high priests now they're late age and retired and everything. Now I can come out on your ass, Castle. Remember me? And you came down here shooting in LA. Castle came down here shooting in LA twice. And then, oh, I'm going to DC for law school. And then had to mysteriously come back, and no one knows when Castle came back to California or when he like left DC Metro Police. But I do. Right. And I got house party photos, and they're all on this docket that are gonna set you the fuck up. Because Castle doesn't know somebody that I know. You'll find out in court. Good. So now that we know, like, right? Right. And you thought you were gonna play with me and Ryan, and you're gonna be playing with me and playing with Leon and starting out with shit. And yeah, we're gonna get a few follicles from her. She'll just stop complaining when she feels like the follicle of removal. It'll hurt so much that it'll break her powers. We've done it before. Hey, I just need you to know that I would just shoot you in your face. Just period. And I'll just have you killed, just period. And I can say that because you're disgusting and you're delusional. And I can say that. And I can say that because I got seminal rights. Kala kumpai. Hey, now let me get that Uchiwali out and let's really start playing fucking games with herbs, right? Because now another thing that's coming out here is what Gavin Newsom was doing behind the scenes the whole entire time. Why is this still going? Oh, I just thought I was gonna get seminal rights and then be the governor of California forever. Oh, who told you that we wanted that? I even got dibs on Kevin Cox. He's a high priest too. He's helping. He's involved in this. You guys really do not know the police are giving you info like that? Oh, okay. You're really fucking goofy. You're really messy. Right. So in a minute, something's going to blow up. And guess what? Something's about to double. Because I have a lawyer that knows how to double something up, double and triple something. I got a Big Mac. I let that bread triple. And you're playing with T. Grizzly. He can do whatever the fuck he wants because their family fought in the Detroit riots. His grandfather and them, right before he passed, had given T. Grizzly and them a bunch of documents. Somebody got very messy in St. Louis playing with Pastor Horatio Jones, playing in my phone and getting Pastor Jones's number from my email. And they went to go play in some granny's house and she's so precious. Hi, hey, sugar. Hi, auntie. Hi, granny. I love cobbler. Okay, I just wanted to know what you wanted to eat because I know you were vegan and I like tofu, but I've seen other things. I eat more vegetables. I heard about soy and I just don't want any chemicals in my body. Auntie, I know. Granny, I know. I like your greens too. Just know me. I can show you how to make tofu taste like a bunch of stuff. Okay, I trust you. You're Igbo and I know you guys know how to cook. I've been to a Nigerian wedding before. Thank you, Granny. And you guys went to go play in this granny's house. She has a sacred Bible. And in the back of that Bible, she even made it herself. And she has like a list of all the royal black families from St. Louis before Eliza Rain Powell and Sheila Cool popped up in the late 70s and 80s playing games. And then what ended up happening, right? And that's how Pastor Jones got into seminary. So you guys went to go play. Let me get into the church and let me see this. So then you guys went to go play with that granny and you went into her house when she was in the church. And what ended up happening is you know that she leaves that Bible in the house and you went in the back in her special room and you don't go in there and that's disrespectful as fuck. It's like going and sitting on the couch that has all that plastic and it's in the big people room. And that's even worse in Granny's special room. Cause not even grandpappy don't even go back there. And you got that Bible and you took pictures with that ugly ass, stupid ass, dirty ass phone. And that phone also has pictures of your ugly ass pussy in it at the same time. And you took a picture of all those royal families and you got several people killed. That's in this pocket. You hoes really started way too fucking much and it's coming to an end now. If you bring any filthy ass white bitch around me, Hanifi, Latin bitch around me, I'm from Machu Picchu. I'm Oaxaca. No, you're not. You're Latin and you're Pernil. Or you're an Inca. If you bring any of those hoes around me, I'm calling Papacito's dad, who's now watching, and now he knows how he knows me. And I'm gonna call a bunch of other people, and I'm gonna call hood niggas and say, hey bro, but look, I got this from the police. You guys can start doing sideshows. That's all I have to say. I just wait till I get back to Oakland, because I want to see a few of them. Okay, well, they got a lot of guns. Right, you're goofy. Nonsense. Yeah, so